the fuck am I doing? Shit. Bitch, I ain't motherfucking frozen. But if you thought I was, if you thought I did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Today, we got a brand new episode. And on today's episode of what the fuck we gonna do today, we got a little something different. I know I've been doing some body cam and whatnot, shit like that, and footage like that, but I got something different. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. So hey, if you're tuning in, appreciate y'all. Let's get right into the motherfucking video. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and shout out XJ. He's a producer where I live at. He's in most of my videos that you see, you'll hear his beats in the background. Shout out to XJ. I appreciate you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're doing good, and make sure you're drinking your motherfucking water. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Without further ado, let's get right into this. You know what I'm saying? Alright, hold on. In 3, in 2, 1. Oh shit, hold on. 3, 2, 1, go.
But they're as real as the ground beneath your feet. And today, we're exploring 20 of the most mind-bending places on the planet. Our first stop takes us deep into a place so vividly surreal, it almost feels like Earth trying to impersonate another planet. Antelope Canyon, USA. Carved by centuries of flash floods and desert wind, Antelope Canyon twists through the Arizona desert like a ribbon of sandstone. Its walls rise and fold in graceful curves, smooth.
I ain't never been there before, but if I ever go,
sculpted than
best believe I'm gonna
record
record
it. When sunlight filters down through the narrow cracks above,
I sure looks pretty dope though.
Explodes in color, waves of red, gold, purple, and fiery orange that shift with every hour. There are two main sections: Upper Antelope and Lower Antelope, each with its own mood, light play, and narrow turns. The experience feels otherworldly, like stepping inside a living painting that changes.
Damn, that shit looks pretty sick though, I ain't gonna lie.
As it is, this place can turn deadly fast. Flash floods have claimed lives here, with walls so tight they leave no room to escape rising water. That's why access is only allowed through guided tours. Still, it remains one of the most photographed and awe-inspiring natural wonders in the entire United States.
I'm gonna have to go there.
And the memory sticks for life. Next, we leave the desert's fire and step into a river so vibrant, it's been called the liquid rainbow of the world. Caño Cristales.
Caño Cristales.
Colombia's
Colombia, oh shit.
Caño Cristales flows through a landscape few ever reach, and even fewer forget. For much of the year, the river may seem unremarkable, but from late May to early November, it transforms into something otherworldly. Beneath its clear waters, a rare plant called Macarenia clavifera bursts into bloom, turning the riverbed into a surreal blend of crimson, yellow, green, blue, and deep black. Locals call it the liquid rainbow, but it's best known worldwide as the River of Five Colors. This vivid
I never even heard of this shit. This is the first time I ever heard of it.
Happens when sunlight, rainfall, and water clarity align perfectly.
Is Colombia?
No
I'm
fertilizers or chemicals. Just nature at its
I'm
most
coming to you, Colombia.
The river lies in a protected area and is only accessible through carefully regulated eco-tours. But those who make the journey describe it not just as a river, but as a living, breathing masterpiece, painted fresh each year by the hands of the earth itself.
That's pretty sick.
From this explosion of color, we now descend into an eerie world of silence and ice hidden beneath the Alps. Ice Cave of the Zinal Glacier, Switzerland? Tucked deep within the Swiss canton of Valais lies a natural wonder few get to witness. The Ice Cave of the Zinal Glacier. This hidden chamber is not part of a tourist theme park. It's wild, real, and constantly shifting. Step inside and you're surrounded by glowing blue walls that curve like frozen waves, their color created by centuries-old ice compacted into crystal-like layers. Faint light seeps through the glacier's
beautiful,
surface,
I bet.
casting surreal shadows across the narrow, winding passages. The temperature drops sharply. The silence is so complete, it presses against your ears until the sudden groan or crack of the glacier reminds you it's alive. Every visit is unique. What you see today may collapse tomorrow, or be reshaped entirely by melting and refreezing. That constant change makes it both mesmerizing and slightly terrifying. It's not a polished tourist site. It's Earth's natural cathedral, carved by ice, time, and silence, standing for now, but never forever. And from these frozen chambers, we now journey to a land where stone pillars rise from misty waters like something out of a dream.
Like a dookie water?
Ethiopia. The Danakil Depression in northeastern
Ethiopia, oh
isn't
my
just
God,
extreme. It's one of the most brutal places on Earth. Daytime temperatures regularly soar past 120 degrees Fahrenheit, making it nearly impossible for most life to survive. But it's not just the heat. The land here is a chaotic mix of boiling sulfur springs, toxic gas vents, acid pools, and jagged salt flats. The ground hisses, bubbles, and steams as if the earth is exhaling its fury. Neon colors,
what the hell? That shit looks nasty.
Yellows, and burning oranges paint the terrain in surreal patterns, as if nature went wild with a highlighter. Despite this hellish environment, something incredible happens here. Tiny extremophile microbes not only survive but thrive, feeding off the acidic, mineral-rich waters. These organisms have fascinated astrobiologists who study them as potential clues to life on other planets.
What?
The Danakil Depression may look like a scene from a distant
going to the moon,
galaxy,
mate.
right here, hiding in the deserts
Mars,
of Africa. But after this inferno of color and heat, we head to a place where Earth stretches out like a mirror. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. Salar de Uyuni in southwest Bolivia is the largest salt flat on Earth, stretching across more than 4,000 square miles of high-altitude desert.
Bolivia.
In the dry season, it's a blinding, endless sheet of cracked white salt that crunches beneath your feet, so flat and vast it feels like walking across the surface of another planet. But after rare seasonal rains, everything changes. A shallow layer of water turns the flats into a giant mirror, reflecting the sky with near-perfect clarity. Clouds drift beneath your feet. Stars appear both above and below. Entire mountain ranges float like illusions.
Damn, that's pretty sick. What the fuck?
Places on Earth where the line between land and sky disappears. But beneath this surreal beauty lies something valuable. Massive reserves of lithium, a key element for batteries and modern tech. Salar de Uyuni isn't just a photographer's
walking on water.
It's a place where science,
driving on water,
and illusion collide in the open air. What comes next doesn't shimmer or reflect, but it does feel like something Earth was never supposed to grow. Socotra Island, Yemen, often called the most alien-looking place on Earth. Socotra Island lies isolated in the Arabian Sea off the coast of Yemen. Its landscape is dominated by bizarre trees like the dragon's blood tree, with umbrella-like branches and crimson resin that seeps like blood from its bark. Over 1/3 of its plant life is found nowhere else on the planet. Windswept limestone plateaus, white sand dunes, and jagged mountains make the island feel more like a science fiction set than a real location. Due to its long isolation and unique biodiversity, Socotra is often referred to as the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean. But human activity and climate shifts now threaten this fragile ecosystem's balance. From this remote biological wonder, we now head toward terraces that seem to melt down the side of a mountain like frozen waterfalls.
What the hell?
Pamukkale, Turkey. Pamukkale, which means cotton castle in Turkish, is one of the most otherworldly landscapes in the world. Located in southwestern Turkey, this natural wonder was formed over thousands of years by flowing thermal waters rich in calcium and carbonate minerals. As the water cooled, it deposited dazzling white travertine terraces that tumble down the hillside like a staircase made of snow or polished marble. These terraces hold shallow pools of warm, turquoise blue water that reflect the sky and shift color with the sun. The effect is surreal, like walking across clouds solidified into stone. Just above the terraces sit the ancient ruins of Hierapolis, a Roman spa city where emperors and generals once bathed in the same healing waters. Today, there's some dune field on the planet, a shimmering desert unlike anything else on Earth. Spanning over 275 square miles, its rolling dunes are made not of typical sand, but of pure white gypsum crystals, giving the entire landscape a blinding snow-like appearance. Unlike quartz sand, gypsum doesn't absorb heat, so the dunes remain cool to the touch, even under the brutal desert sun. The wind here is a restless sculptor, constantly reshaping the dunes into ridges and ripples that vanish and reappear daily. Despite the harsh conditions, life finds a way. Unique plant species like the soap tree yucca anchor themselves in the shifting sands, while lizards and insects have
little lizard,
evolved
that's
lighter
dope.
coloring to blend in with their glowing surroundings. At first glance, the area feels lifeless, but the longer you stay, the more it comes alive. In this strange, glowing expanse, it's easy to forget you're in the desert. It feels more like standing in a frozen ocean under the blazing sun.
What?
Now, from the white sands of New Mexico, we enter
Hey, baby.
where shifting dunes trap freshwater lagoons between them. Lençóis Maranhenses, Brazil. Lençóis Maranhenses National
Brazil.
Park in northeastern Brazil may look like a vast desert
Damn.
at first glance, but it's a landscape that defies every expectation. Stretching across nearly 600 square miles, its endless white sand dunes.
That shit looks dope. Looks like a video game right there.
In time. But during the
Bro,
rainy
riding
season,
a dirt bike on
from
that
June
shit.
to September, something magical happens. Fresh water collects in the valleys between the dunes, forming thousands of clear blue lagoons
What?
that dot the landscape like scattered mirrors.
That's sick.
These lagoons, fed by consistent rainfall and held in place by the impermeable rock beneath the sand, create a surreal scene.
Boy, you need to
Dunes
go to these
divided
places,
by
bro.
sparkling pools that
That
seem
was
to
dope.
appear from nowhere. The contrast of bright white against deep turquoise is so vivid, it almost looks digitally enhanced. Despite the dry look, this region isn't a desert at all. It gets too much rainfall to qualify.
What the
Wildlife
fuck?
like fish and turtles survive here by burrowing into
That's
the
sick.
sand or migrating with the rains. To see it from above or wade through its warm waters on foot is to feel like you've stepped into a living painting, one that exists only for a brief moment each year. You've seen water flowing between dunes, but what happens when fire breaks through the earth
All right,
and
my
never...
boys and girls, that's all I got for you today. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all are having a great day. You know what I'm saying? If you stayed this long, make sure y'all you know, like and leave a comment. Let me know what I should react to next. And you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, I'm fucking up over here. God damn. Hey, take care of your kids, take care of your mama, take care of your children, motherfucking whatever the fuck you got. Take care of your motherfucking chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I appreciate y'all. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you in the next one.